Hello everyone and welcome back to the Magical Memories with Maddie podcast. For today's episode, I am covering the rest of the Universal Orlando Resort hotels that are open. There are two new ones coming that I'm not going to discuss yet just because I feel like we should wait and see how they are after they open, because even if I can find out any facts about them now, things could change. You never know what's going to happen. Let's wait. But before I do get started on today's little cap of all the hotels, I did want to talk about the news that Universal has just released about the new DreamWorks Land that is coming. So DreamWorks Land is officially opening this summer, 2024. I don't know exactly when this summer. We will find out at a later time, I'm sure. But that also means they've announced what DreamWorks Land is bringing in new offerings for the theme park of Universal Studios Florida at the Universal Orlando Resort. We're getting the Trolls Troller Coaster, which is a family-friendly coaster that brings you on a Caterpillar cater bus for an adventure with Poppy, Tiny, and the twins Satan and Chanel. Look out for large spiders. Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp. Visit Panda Village, the ancestral home of Poe and all pandas, where fans can meet and greet with Poe on a digital screen. You can learn the art of Kung Fu while babysitting his baby cousin and cooking some tasty treats. Shrek's Swamp Meet. Fans can now get up close to meet and greet and snap pics with Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey outside of Shrek's cottage. Y'all, I've seen the construction for this and they not only have really good progress, but like Shrek's Swamp is like ready to go. I'm so excited. So that is the new news for Universal Orlando Resort. And let's move on to finishing off the series talking about Universal Orlando's hotels. All right, so first up, we're going to do Loews Portofino Bay. So we have four more. Portofino Bay, Royal Pacific, Sapphire Falls, and Hard Rock Hotel. Those are the last four that we have to cover. We did four in the last episode, four in these. These are the premier and preferred resorts. One of these is preferred, the rest are premier. I can't remember which is which, but I'll figure it out once we get to these extra benefits that are included. All right, Portofino Bay. Let's get started. The accommodations and amenities. 750 rooms, including 45 suites. Complimentary Wi-Fi in guest rooms and public areas. A Universal Orlando Vacation Planning Center. Concierge services, self-parking with daily fees that apply, car rental available on site, a business center, and Universal Studios store. So very similar to the values, but it also includes a business center and concierge services. This is one of the premier hotels, just so you know. All right, dining. We got Mama Della's restaurant. Enjoy traditional Italian specialties while strolling. Musicians serenade you tableside. Vice Restaurant, an exquisite culinary voyage right to the heart of Italy. This is a very Italian-themed restaurant, if you haven't figured that out. Trattoria del Porto, offering breakfast and dinner served in a friendly, casual atmosphere. Sal's Market Deli, and enjoy a sensational assortment of Italian meats, cheeses, antipasto, fresh fruit salads, and brick oven pizzas. I imagine this Market Deli is kind of like a food court. The Thirsty Fish is a friendly harborside Italian wine bar. Splendido Bar and Grill is a casual poolside eatery serving burgers and light specialties. Starbucks, it's a Starbucks, and 24-hour room service is also available. Recreation includes 3 swimming pools. Hotel guests will find 3 beautifully themed pools to choose from. The beach pool, complete with Roman aqueduct themed water slide, the serene villa pool with private cabana rentals available, and the secluded hillside pool. Mandara Spa is a full-service spa offering massages, facials, and more. Fitness center with cardiovascular and weight training equipment, lockers, shower, and changing facilities, complimentary hotel guests. I think all the fitness centers are like that. I just don't know if they included the description. Musica della Notte. I don't know how to say this. Live sunset serenade on the piazza featuring Italian opera. This is weather permitting. That means if it's not like a nice pretty day like today here, it's not a kind of cold dreary day. If it's not a nice pretty day, like a rainy day or whatever, they're not going to do it, basically. And Harbor Nights, a celebration of music, food, and wine. It's on select nights, and you must be 21 and up, and fees apply, which means this is not included. You have to pay for it. All right, the exclusive hotel guest theme park benefits of Portofino Bay are the Universal Express Unlimited Ride Access Pass, which is a savings of $164.99 per person per day. That's crazy. So basically, this is Universal's Express Pass. If you don't know what a Universal's Express Pass is, I will cover it in a more in-depth video with talking about Universal. But it's basically like Genie Plus at Disney, if you're curious. It does work a different way though, and so stay tuned for that podcast episode on Universal Orlando. I'm actually going to do it next week just to go ahead and get the Universal rounded out, and then I'll go back and do Disney hotels. Early park admission, complimentary shuttles and water taxis, because this is one of the resorts that is available on the water taxi. The water taxi actually takes you pretty much right, like here's the water, here's Universal Park, here's Islands of Adventure. You get off over here and you like walk around. It gets you so much closer than the buses do. Resort-wide charging privileges with your room key, complimentary merchandise delivery, and priority seating at select Universal Orlando restaurants. Now, I actually want to do research into that to find out, but I think I'm going to have to end up staying at one of these resorts to find out. But if anybody could let me know which resorts have priority seating, that would be great. I assume it's usually for like City Walk, but if it's for all of them, that's pretty cool because that means you get faster seating. All right, Sapphire Falls. So Sapphire Falls is a Caribbean-themed resort. So they have like 3 Loews resorts: Loews Sapphire Falls, Portofino Bay, and Royal Pacific. They are owned by the company Loews Hotels. All of the hotels, I think, are Loews Hotels, but those that have the Loews like in the name. And so if you're an annual pass holder, I think that's how you book your room. Or if you like just are booking a hotel room or whatever, maybe that's how. Maybe a travel agent's booking it for you when you're a pass holder, because that's the thing about a travel agent. We have certain rules we have to follow. All right, Loews Sapphire Falls Resort. Accommodations and amenities. 1,000 rooms, including 83 suites. Complimentary Wi-Fi and guest rooms and public areas. A Universal Orlando Vacation Planning Center. Concierge services. Self-parking with daily fees that apply. Car rental available on site. Business Center. Universal Studio Store. Oh, car rental. Speaking of that, it is actually a company called Avis. I was wrong in my last video. So I don't know what I said in the last video, but it's Avis, if I'm not mistaken, is the car rental company. All right, dining at this resort. Sapphire Falls has some great dining options. Ametista? I don't know how to say this. Ametista? I don't know. Cookhouse. A full-service 3-meal restaurant that offers scenic water views. Cool. Strongwater Tavern features a variety of rums, a service bar, and a patio overlooking the lagoon. This is a bar. Drum Club Canteen, pool bar and grill that offers fresh seafood and tropical drinks. Also a bar. New Dutch Trading Company, Caribbean-style marketplace with a variety of grab-and-go options. So I'm seeing a lot of these have at least one grab-and-go place, which is nice because, you know, not all bars have, like, food, and if they do, they maybe don't have all the food options you want. And they have a nice sit-down dining place at a lot of these hotels, not all of them. The value ones aren't as full of those, but they have bars. And 24-hour room service is also available, which means you can just eat in your room and order room service, which is really cool because you don't have to leave your room. All right, recreation includes a 16,000 square foot resort style pool with a water slide, interactive kids play area, hot tub, fire pit, and cabana rentals. There are fire pits at most of the pools on property at Universal. And I don't know about the other resorts, but I know that Cabana Bay sells the stuff like for s'more kits, and you can make s'mores. I don't know about the other resorts. Calypso Game Room. It's a game room. Kalina Health and Fitness Center. Like I said, it's a fitness center. You can work out. All right, so this is the preferred hotel on property because this does not include the other amenities that the last hotel did. So this is that's how I know it's preferred. Exclusive hotel guest theme park benefits of this resort are early park admission, complimentary shuttles and water taxis, resort-wide charging privileges, and complimentary merchandise delivery. So that's Sapphire Falls. All right, Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort. Okay, also, while we're on the subject of resorts, I just want to say really quick, I am not going into depth of what the suites look like, but I will try to post pictures for you guys. This one I do know has the Jurassic World suites. So if you want to know more about those suites, I'm gonna do an Instagram post on my Maddie World at Your Feet page for each hotel. So far, the ones I'm talking about in this video, I've only done Hard Rock, but tomorrow I will do another one. I might do this one, I don't know. So if you want to know like more in depth, like what it looks like, maybe check out my Instagram. I will try to post a picture up here, but you know, we shall see. Accommodations and amenities: 1,000 guest rooms, including 51 suites. Complimentary Wi-Fi in guest rooms and public areas. Universal Orlando Vacation Planning Center. Concierge services, self-parking with daily fees that apply. Car rental available on-site. Business center and Universal Studios store. Basic amenities included in every premier hotel. Dining. Islands dining room. Pan-Asian cuisine amid tropical surroundings, offering breakfast and dinner. Jake's American Bar, the perfect place to meet for drinks, flatbreads, burgers, pasta, and more while enjoying lively conversation after your day's adventure. Orchid Court Lounge and Sushi Bar features modern, inventive sushi along with Asian-inspired desserts and South Sea martinis. Bula Bar and Grill, a casual poolside eatery offering food and beverages with a tropical flair. Tuk Tuk Market, Lobby Marketplace offers coffee, breakfast items, pastries, sandwiches, milk bowls, sushi to go, ice cream, and gelato. And 24-hour room service is also available. Recreation. Okay, we have a lagoon-style pool complete with sand beach, private cabana rentals, and the Royal Valley Interactive Water Play Area for children. There's a game room. There is the gymnasium, which is the fitness center here, and it has steam and sauna rooms. Ooh. Wanatalan Luau. There's a luau. It's a weekly dinner show featuring an authentic Polynesian all-you-can-eat buffet with entertainment and live music. It's weekly and fees apply. This is an extra expense, but it's a luau dinner that you can pay for and enjoy. I do not know if you have to stay at this resort to do the luau, but I don't imagine that they would require you to stay at this resort to go to the luau. So if you're interested in just checking out resorts, the beauty of Universal, just so you know, because they have the complimentary shuttles, the shuttles have to correlate with the hours of City Walk more so than the parks, because City Walk is open till 1 a.m. and so buses run up to an hour after City Walk closes. So with City Walk being open till 1 a.m., you could actually like take the bus transportation to other hotels on property, back to City Walk, and then to your hotel. Or the water taxi. You could do whatever you want, and you can get the opportunity to check out other hotels while you're at Universal. You do not have to just stay at your hotel. There's no reason why you can't. As long as you're not driving and parking, you should be fine, because I'm sure that they don't want you to park at the hotel for no reason at all. Like maybe if you have dining or whatever, maybe they're okay with it. I don't know the rules on that. Disney's strict on that. I don't know about Universal, but you can take the buses if you're staying on property. Mandara Spa, that's at Lowe's Portofino Bay, but you can go check it out from this resort, because these resorts are also usually pretty close together. Like when I look on the map over here, I'm trying to find Portofino Bay. Royal Pacific is a little further away than Portofino Bay, but they are both water taxi ones, so you can take the water taxi on over. Okay, exclusive hotel guest theme park benefits include the Universal Express Unlimited Ride Access Pass, early park admission, complimentary shuttles and water taxis, resort-wide charging privileges, complimentary merchandise delivery, and priority sitting. So the shuttles, by the way, for the resorts that are on the water taxi service are more for Volcano Bay than they are for the parks, because you are on that water taxi line. You can just hop on a water taxi and it takes you straight to the park. And finally, the Hard Rock Hotel. The Hard Rock Hotel is a hotel that you'll probably be aware of because there are multiple Hard Rock hotels around the world. Well, I don't know about the world, but around the US. But it is a little bit different here at Universal. So let's check it out. Accommodations and amenities. 650 rooms, including 29 suites, and the suites here are Rockstar Kid Suites, future Rockstar Suites, and they're really cool. You should check them out. Complimentary Wi-Fi and guest rooms and public areas, Universal Orlando Vacation Planning Center, concierge services, self-parking with daily fees that apply, car rental available on site, a business center, and a Universal Studios store. Basic amenities. Dining. They have the Palm, which is a famed New York steakhouse specializing in American fare and Italian specialties. The Kitchen, a variety of tantalizing cuisines with rock and roll attitude. Velvet Bar is Orlando's coolest spot for cocktails and conversation. Beach Club is a poolside bar and grill serving entrees, snacks, and refreshing cocktails. Emac and Bolio's Marketplace is an ice cream parlor serving award-winning ice cream, sorbets, frozen yogurts, and Starbucks coffee. This resort does not have a Starbucks. I've noticed that. I think one of the other ones I just said didn't have one either, but this one does at least serve it at this Marketplace, which is more of an ice cream place. But they have, so I would imagine they're open all day if they serve Starbucks. And 24-hour room service is also available. All right, recreation. A 12,000 square foot pool, complete with underwater music, sand beach, water slide, private cabana rentals, 2 whirlpools, and a sand volleyball court. You guys, they have one of the biggest pool areas in this resort, and in case you're curious to actually see what the resort looks like, you can find pictures online. I will try to find pictures for you guys as well, but I cannot possibly show you just how grand this size of this pool is. It's a 12,000 square foot pool. It's pretty big. But the thing that comes to my mind when I think of the Hard Rock pool is actually the movie Bring It On and To Win It, because they filmed it at Universal and they stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel, and so that's the pool they're at. And like the scene where they have the cheerleading like cheer off thing that they do like in the sand, like they're at the Hard Rock pool in that scene. So just so you know. There's a game room, Body Rock Fitness Center. Fitness Center is complimentary. Game room, yeah, you have to pay for those games. They're not free. Velvet Sessions, you can enjoy live music performed by real rock stars. Concerts are on select nights. You must be 21 and up and fees apply. And there's the Mandara Spa at Lowe's Portofino Bay. So I guess you can just go check out the spa regardless of which hotel you're staying at. I'm curious if they have a way of getting you to your spa appointment, or if you have to figure out your own means of transportation to get there, because they're not like that close together, these resorts. All right, exclusive hotel guest theme park benefits of the Hard Rock Hotel are, of course, the Universal Express Unlimited Ride Access Pass, early park admission, complimentary shuttles and water taxis, resort-wide charging privileges with your room key, complimentary merchandise delivery purchased throughout your resort to your hotel, and priority seating at Universal restaurants. Just a reminder, the complimentary merchandise deliveries to your hotel room. Early park admission is 1 hour in advance of the park day, and the complimentary shuttles and taxis depend on, of course, your resort. Not all resorts are on the water taxi line. The premier ones are, and the preferred one is, but the value ones are not. You have to take a bus, and the shuttles are also available to take you to Volcano Bay. Just for fun semantics, let's talk a bit about the map. For proximity, where you would want to stay. So if you want to be close to Volcano Bay, you actually want to stay at Cabana Bay, because they have a walking path that will take you straight there and you do not have to wait on a bus. And with the fact that you get early park admission staying on property, you can basically be like the first person in Cabana Bay. And I've heard that this entrance also gets you much closer to Cabana Bay than the bus stop actually does, so that's another cool thing to note. If you want to stay closer to the parks, you do want to stay at the preferred and the premier hotels. Also, if you want the unlimited express pass, or an express pass at all, because you are saving $165 per day, not having to pay for that pass out of pocket. Now you can do the math. You can actually go out online and find out how much it would cost to stay at a value hotel and pay for the pass. It might be cheaper. It might be more worth it to you, especially because you don't have to buy the pass for every single day of your trip, whereas this pass is included with every single day of your trip. And you don't have to pay any extra money for it. But yeah, if you want to stay closer to the action, the Hard Rock is definitely the closest hotel. like, you can walk from Hard Rock. You can walk from Hard Rock and Portofino Bay, and then you can take water taxis as well. You can also take water taxi from Sapphire and Royal Pacific. So if you really want to be really close to the parks. But that's going to change a lot when Epic Universe opens, because you're not ever really going to be that close to Epic Universe. It's a little further away. So just something to note whenever staying on property. You are 15 miles from the airport, and they do have the Universal Superstar shuttle that you can take as a transportation method. I can book your trip for you. You can find me here at Maddie World at Your Feet on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and I can help book your trip for you. We can book it with flights, without flights, however you please. Completely up to you. But if we book with flights, we can book that complimentary. It's not complimentary. We can book that shuttle for you to get you to your resort, so you do not have to rent a car. But like I said, there are car rentals available at every single one of these hotels if you do decide you needed to rent a car later. And of course, every hotel has a Universal Orlando Vacation Planning Center, which is very beneficial because you can basically get any help that you need booking your trip. Like if you want to add on express passes, if you want to get dining reservation, you want to get a voucher for Harry Potter breakfast at the Leaky Cauldron or the Three Broomsticks. Maybe you have the Harry Potter vacation package and you need to get the things that you need for that. That is also a vacation package I will talk about when I talk about the Universal Orlando Resort as a whole. But we are just talking about hotels for this video. So if you are interested in learning about the Universal Orlando Resort as an entirety, not including Epic Universe until it opens, we will do Epic Universe in its own episode. Please comment or something somewhere. Let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below. If you're on Spotify, tell me what you think of this episode, that you want me to do an episode on Universal Orlando Resort. I'm most likely going to anyway next week, but if you actually catch this the week it comes out and you really, really, really want it, please let me know. If I didn't do the episode, please let me know if you found this way later and I didn't do the episode, so I can do it because I do really want to do that. But I have been doing a lot of research on the Disney dining plan and I kind of want to do that episode sooner than later, so we shall see. I will do an episode though on the Universal Orlando Resort as soon as possible, and I'm going to cover Express Pass, the parks. I'm going to cover Volcano Bay, how like the Tapu Tapu works, like everything I can think of. I'm going to do a comprehensive guide for you guys. So that might be multiple parts. I might be doing like the theme parks in one and whatever, but yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you guys want me to cover on my podcast for anything in regards to Disneyland, Universal, or Disney World. I'm trying to stick to amusement parks that I've been to. I might do a Dollywood one. I have been there. I've also been to Busch Gardens and SeaWorld, but SeaWorld was a long time ago. I don't know SeaWorld that well. But some of this is from research, some of this knowledge, some of this research is from personal knowledge. Like the Visiting World, like my first few episodes are purely from my own brain. I've been going many times and my own personal like experience with this. Whereas these last Cabana Bay is the only hotel that I've really stayed at that I've actually gotten enough of a grasp of what it's like on property at Universal Orlando. So. Also, if you want me to do Disney resorts, I'm going to break those down into value, moderate, deluxe, and villas, probably, because villas and deluxe are probably the same video, just because there's so many resorts on property. And I will try to cover the transportation options in those videos as well. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and I'll see you guys next week for the next one.